Welcome back, y'all, and happy Monday to you. This is the Bluechip Breakdown, and I'm your host, Bull. Our Vols are on a bye. We have Kentucky coming up next week, but we're ranked number 7. I think that we're in a pretty good spot still to be able to make it to the playoffs. Some people are saying, well, Tennessee's not going to make it because Tennessee has to beat Georgia. While that might be true, I mean, I don't think that it is, but even if it is, Tennessee can beat Georgia. Tennessee still has the team that's capable of doing it. And I think, listen, y'all, Tennessee really is a very dangerous team. We're starting to peak at the right time. We've talked about it after every single game. Tennessee's missing stuff. We're leaving things out there. People are wide open, and we're just either not hitting it based off of the throw, or guys are making drops, or the offensive line is not blocking. But things have really picked up this week. We're getting closer and closer. So hopefully, coming out of that bye, we'll see the second half version of this Tennessee team where we can hit on all those deep passes. And we'll be taking a look at some of those that we missed on and hit today. Please, as always, y'all, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Let me also say this to all the members. I'm not really going to do a film breakdown per se this week, but I am just going to give y'all the all 22 from this game. So that's something that we might do a little bit more moving forward. Like, we might open that up. We'll see. Also plan on doing maybe like a call-in show. We might be doing that on Wednesday, Timmy G and I. So y'all, please stay tuned to the channel. Keep on rocking with us. Obviously, there's several other things that we can touch on and talk about throughout this bye week with Tennessee. But I want to start off right here just because it has been a very strong point of emphasis. Let's go ahead and jump into that film room. All right, y'all. First play that we'll be looking at is going to be Squirrel White on a skinny post, wide open, okay? This is why you really can't play man-to-man coverage versus this Tennessee team, because the explosive plays are there. Also, Alabama's going to end up bringing all 6 of these guys, okay? In this front that everyone says can't block and can't get better, does a beautiful job of giving Nico the time to push the football down the field. Now, this is just one of many that we're going to be looking at, but obviously it's going to be slightly overthrown. And the thing about it is Tennessee has had plays like this in every single game, but we're getting closer and closer. Next play is going to be to Squirrel again right here in the slot. This time it's just a straight go ball, and he runs right past the coverage, all right? So they've got one safety playing high. It's basically man-to-man coverage. That safety does come over, but watch this ball placement right here. Boom. Okay, that's hitting him right almost in the face. Now, us Tennessee fans know that Squirrel's dealing with the AC problem, and that's part of the reason he doesn't make that catch, but extremely, extremely accurate. And y'all can see it again from this angle just to see how accurate it actually is. Boom, hits him right in the face, right in stride. That is a big-time throw. He's got to make that catch. Now I want you to pay attention to the tight end on this play. He's going to be coming across in motion. Tennessee likes to run out of this and use this tight end as a lead blocker, but he's going to come on up the field, straight out of the backfield, and he's going to end up getting held, which is why this is not a completed pass. But I just wanted to put this in here to show y'all that Tennessee can get it done a lot of different ways. It's not just with our wide receivers, but with our tight ends too. Then again, from the end zone angle, watch that tight end coming across in motion. Boom's going to get held right there. And the ball is actually a really good spot. If it was not for that hole, that would have been a very easy 6. Now, Tennessee does go on to still score a touchdown on this drive, but I think that y'all get the point with that. All right, now this play, Tennessee's actually going to hit. So Nico's going to roll out, and we do this a lot. The slot guy runs it out, and then the guy outside runs just a straight go ball. And that's Dante Thornton. He's big, he's fast, he's physical, 6'5", 225 pounds, 23 miles an hour, 24 miles an hour, whatever it is. And look, that is a dime. But we're going to see it again from the end zone angle just because I love this throw so much. I think that we need to see this twice. Look at this. That's beautiful, man. To be able to make a throw that accurate on the sideline, on the run, and have a guy that's that big, strong, fast, and physical almost get into the end zone. That's the next step. We got to get those into the end zone, but I do think that that's coming. Next play is a 2nd and 2. This is in the 4th quarter. Tennessee's trailing 17-14, so we definitely need this one. But what Alabama's going to be doing on defense is cover 3. So that guy's going there. This guy's going here. This guy's playing here. And then the guy that's kind of coming over late, he's going to be playing in this area. What Brew McCoy does, who's going to end up getting this pass, is he's going to run kind of like a bended seam route, okay? He's going to sink right into the empty spot in this zone, okay? So just to kind of highlight that we've seen a lot of plays that ended up being man-to-man coverage. On this one, we got a zone look, and yeah, it's overthrown, but we could have hit that. We're going to see it again from the end zone angle just to kind of, show you how that window does look from this side. Now, first and foremost, the offensive line is still doing a very good job of protecting Nico at this point. What we're seeing is that window is there. The thing about it is this linebacker is kind of underneath it. Nico just has to lace this ball. Okay, that's a very tough throw, but Nico can make it. He's got the arm talent and all that good stuff. And I mean, I'm telling you, I'm expecting for that to start hitting coming up here after this bye week. So several things that we've already just kind of seen where Tennessee is missing opportunities. But for anyone that thinks that this offense can't be explosive, you are thinking wrong. A whole lot of meat was left out there versus Alabama. Now let's see this one to Chris Brazel at the top. There's going to be another straight go ball. Okay. Nice job stemming at the line of scrimmage. Boom, gets open. Okay. Fade. And the ball is just thrown a little bit too far to the outside, a little bit too far up the field. But you like that ball placement. That's where you're supposed to throw this pass. So, very, very close. But again, man, we are inches away from hitting on some of these. Next play is a 3rd and 5. Nico does a really nice job right here. So there's going to be an out, kind of like a rub route right here. Nico's going to look this way first, but he's going to see that, hey, this is covered up. So he takes a few more steps back. He's going to have 2 verts at the top. Now, this guy in the slot, wide open. He actually comes wide open too. But Nico just decides to throw it to the outside guy first. So boom, goes through it, sees it. Okay, turn back to the other side. So he's growing. You know what I mean? And this one right here is overthrown slightly, but obviously, that right there is 6. So we've already seen 2 or 3 plays that definitely should have been 6 points that Tennessee just missed on. And actually, I'm going to bring this thing all the way back and let's just see it full speed. All right, so boom. Y'all can just watch as the play unfolds. I love the fact that Nico's kind of, looking things off and going through his reads. We're taking those steps. We're taking those strides. We're just a tick away. 35 on this play. We're in the red zone. It's crunch time. We're going to have a slot fade to my dog, C Breezy, Chris Brazel, and just beautifully dropped in there by Nico. This is gorgeous by everybody. This is why this team is going to be so hard to defend because we've got guys that, I mean, look, Chris Brazel's 6'5", guys. He's 6'5". He runs like a daggum deer. He can jump out of the gym. This is a guy that, used to play basketball, has played a whole lot of sports. He's, looked really good doing it. But yeah, I mean, beautiful job tracking that football. This has got to be very encouraging for Tennessee fans. All right, so y'all can see from those clips that Tennessee missed several passes, but the more encouraging thing is that we're starting to hit them a little bit more frequently. Versus Florida, we missed more than we did versus Alabama. So it's picking up. Tennessee's offense, I think their entire team is starting to kind of peak at the right time. We haven't really even come close to peaking. That's the scary thing. Everyone wants to kind of downplay Alabama at this point. Like, oh, well, Alabama just kind of sucks. But that's just not true. Tennessee, outside of all the passes that we either hit or missed, we ran the football for 220 yards on those guys, okay? People will point to Vanderbilt and say, well, Vanderbilt ran the ball all day versus Alabama. Yeah, they did, but only for 166. So this is a team that, is running first. The passing game is starting to open up. Nico's starting to feel more comfortable. Obviously, several times where he's scrambling, using his legs a whole lot more, starting to improvise. It's coming. So offense, also just opening things up. I mean, we're utilizing so many different people. Now, something that we might kind of touch on a little bit more in depth later on this week is Tennessee has more playmakers that we really haven't used as much. Squirrel White has 0 touchdowns. Brew has 0 touchdowns. Those 2 guys, again, once they kind of, once we start to hit them down the field, that's going to pick up. But we still have guys like Mike Matthews, Caleb Webb that haven't gotten, I don't think, as much playing time as they could. Our tight ends, man, a whole lot of versatility there, even more running backs that we could use. Cam Seldon hasn't really seen the field. I think he's averaging somewhere around 6 yards per carry. Peyton Lewis is averaging 6.9 yards per carry. All of our running backs are close to 6 yards per carry outside of Khalifa Keith. But we've got guys that can go, and it really is all going to start up front with an offensive line that has done a great job of run blocking all year long. But now the pass pro is starting to pick up. So things are looking good offensively. But then whenever you flip the page to Tennessee's defense, yeah, it's been lights out all season. The biggest question mark has been with our secondary, but we're seeing that they are good. People just wanted to find something, as a flaw for this Tennessee team. But really, we're very complete on defense, even without Keenan Pili, who, of course, we cannot replace. We're going to miss him. But our young linebackers are stepping up in a very, very major way. So I love this team from top to bottom. The pass rush, man. Look, James Pierce, he's starting to get active. He was wreaking havoc on every single play versus Alabama. We got to start to get more of those holding calls because we know on pretty much every single play he is getting held. And also versus Alabama, man, we held them to 75 yards rushing. So this is a team that can get it done all different types of ways. We just got to be able to start hitting more of those deep passes. But that's it for this video. Those are my thoughts. Please let me know yours down in the comments section. Thank y'all so much for sticking all the way to the end. Please make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share with your friends, family, and other volunteer fans. We'll see y'all on the next one. Thanks. Peace.